Spitwads, on today's Spit Hits, we go back in time, the first ever Liar, Liar, where we realize that our producer, Owl Borland, is just a diabolical sociopath who can lie straight to our faces and we can never figure it out. We figure out something very peculiar about a banana, and we draft the most iconic voices in Hollywood. Let's get to it.
What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-do! That's hey to you. Welcome in. Welcome to the show. Andy, Mike, and Jason, the Spitballers Podcast, back again, episode 63.
Hey, everybody.
Breaking out a new segment today. It's called Liar, Liar. You're going to enjoy it. Unless I'm lying.
Oh.
You never know. We've also got Would You Rather on the show today, another Spitballers draft, and a review.
Oh!
Reviewosaurus Rex.
This one comes in from Listening on a Plane by S. Davidson 901.
I think their name is S. Davidson 901.
That's right. It's a 5-star review, Mike, so it's great. Here's what it says. It says, I downloaded an episode to listen while flying solo. It started off great, laughing to myself inside my head, but after a few minutes, I couldn't keep my laughter in. Then, when Andy mentioned the boot the size of a continent, I lost it. I had to pause for a few minutes to recompose myself and catch my breath while getting glances from everyone around me. I was worried they were going to have to land the plane and bring me to a psych ward, which I would be fine with as long as they gave me my weekly dose of the Spitballers Podcast.
S. Davidson 901, thank you so much for listening to the show and for the review. Have you guys ever been on the plane and you're listening to something funny or watching a funny movie and you get the audible giggles?
Yes, I have not been in that situation. Now, when he said, she was flying solo, I couldn't help but think of this man is in a prop plane by himself with our podcast on,
barely paying attention to the task at hand,
cracking up while he's got hands on the sticks.
I had to pause because I was about to crash.
But we do appreciate the review, the subscribes, Apple Podcasts, wherever you're listening, Spotify. Keep them up.
What you do on a plane is very, very interesting because you could do certain things like listening to a comedy podcast. You're laughing. You seem like a crazy person.
I recommend it.
We fly for the Fantasy Footballers podcast around the country from time to time. And so here's a guilty pleasure that I have just recently finished season 2 of. We get asked all the time, like, what's a band that you're like ashamed to love, but you do? And I don't really have a great answer for that. But if you were to say, what's a show that you are ashamed to love, but you love? Oh, there's no doubt.
He's on our set, man.
Yes, it's One Punch Man.
One Punch!
It's fantastic. If you don't know what it is, it's anime, it's outlandish, it's ridiculous. But on the plane, I remember flying, and there is a certain character in this show that is highly inappropriate. Highly inappropriate. And I didn't know. I've never watched this show before. So I'm watching on my laptop, and I'm between two people, and all of a sudden this super inappropriate cartoon character who has very
scant.
He has scant clothing and a lot of muscles, and I'm like, what do I do? Do I put my hands over it? Do I cover it? Do I admit? Do
you lean in?
This is great.
Yeah.
This is so uncomfortable.
Put on this huge, ridiculous smile. So
yes.
If anyone sees it,
oh man,
you're just grinning.
That was what, like, I don't get that uncomfortable. Like I don't embarrass easy. I wish I had a turtle shirt where I could just hide my head from all onlookers.
You can follow the show on Twitter at SpitballersPod. Follow Mike at FFHitman, Jason at JasonFFL. I'm at Andy Holloway. SpitballersPod.com. You can become a Spitwad. You can support the show, get access to the archives. We're going to start this one off with some Would You Rather.
Would you rather?
All right, Kristen is a spitwad, a Patreon supporter, and asks this Would You Rather question. Would you rather there be a perpetual water balloon war going on in your city and town, or a perpetual food fight taking place in your city or town? So this is just a persistent, always, forever battle taking place.
So first of all, no matter what you pick, when you go outside, it's game on.
Yes.
So this is just a matter of which game would you rather both play and which game would you rather avoid when you do not want to have, quote, game on.
I have my practical answer is it has to be the water balloon fight because
Really?
yeah, there's this thing that happens to food when you leave it out.
Yeah.
It goes bad, and there's problems. There are
Not the food Jason eats. Jason's used to eating food that's kind of has a life cycle forever.
a McDonald's
Twinkies
fry.
stay forever. See, the way that I'm interpreting this, right, this is obviously a government subsidized backed program.
Is this part of your platform, Jason?
They are, for sure it is. They are preparing the city for this war. So they're the ones filling
Okay.
the water balloons up, and when you go out, there's stands and tables of water balloons already pre-made, ready
so is
to
this
go.
solving like the poverty crisis?
And that's where I wanted to go. Because one of these, I'm not going out there and squirting this water balloon into my mouth. I might be thirsty, but I'll go grab a bottle of water before I do that. But if I go out there and there's like, oh, what is this, like a pie for someone's face? I'm going to eat this.
So you won't fight. You'll just eat the food.
I
And,
see.
well, look, there's parts of, I don't like eating the butts of food. Do you guys know, like, do any of you have that problem?
I don't like eating butts either, Jason.
No, like when you're taking a drink of anything, just leaving the last little bit. When you're eating a hot dog,
Do you do
just-
that with a
you're
banana?
eating
Do you
last
leave
little
the
bit.
last
Oh,
little bit of a
yes.
banana?
Of
Everyone,
course.
because we're not monsters.
Wait, but you eat the top of the banana, which is the same.
Wait, you eat the bottom
You eat
of
the-
a banana?
the little
not the peel.
no, the little black piece.
But inside the banana.
No,
you eat the full
There's no
banana.
way you do. There's no way.
this is not Borland.
This
Andy's-
is not possible.
Okay.
You eat when you get a banana. You take if you were to take the whole banana out of the peel, you would eat the whole thing.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
You eat the
Nobody-
nasty black tip at the bottom.
There's not a nasty black
Oh,
tip at
yes,
the bottom.
there is.
Word.
When's the last time you had a banana? Which the answer is never.
Can't
because
you eat them both ways?
No, you can't eat the butt of the banana. What are you, a monster? I can't
Oh,
believe.
no.
I couldn't wait for Borland to chime in here because I already knew his response. It should be what all human responses are, which is, well, no, that part is like for
You
instance,
pick it off.
For instance, I don't eat the middle of a peach.
The
right?
pit?
The pit, because it's not made for consumption. That's
Apparently, banana butt is a vape liquid.
Oh no, kids, no.
yeah, I mean, I'm not sure
Not that I
the-
recommend that.
I'm not sure that the official term of that spot of a banana is the butt, but it makes sense, right? It's the bottom.
I was intrigued that you were going all over the place, very, very general with it, so that like the bottom of your drink, that's the butt.
Oh,
sure, just
guys,
the end
guys,
of.
according to Urban Dictionary, the black tip of the banana is called the.
Are you allowed to say this?
No, I'm not. It's called something. Otherwise known as the little brown part at the bottom of the banana that no one in their right mind eats.
Yes, thank you.
That's what it says, and it's the bananas.
Yes. Oh, the bananas. Yes.
According to Urban Dictionary, where they're asking basically, is it even safe to eat it? I'm
It's
still
safe,
unaware
but
of what
it's
it
gross.
is.
This is
banana.
wild.
Look,
So
I want I'll cut out, if you give me a banana and it's got a bruise, I'll cut the bruise out. So I'm not eating any black
then there's
tip.
no way you're eating
Yeah,
the
I
bananas.
don't eat the bananas.
It usually stays in the peel.
Yes, usually
Oh,
it
okay.
does.
So there's a mysterious bananas down there?
Well, because what you do is you peel the
is
banana
the
top
best
to
word I've ever
bottom.
heard.
It is. You peel the banana top to bottom, but you're still holding the peel. Inside the
Okay,
peel where
okay.
your fingers are is the bananas, and you don't want to touch it either, which is why you want to keep that peel on your bananas.
Now, have you had your mind blown with the peeling the banana
backwards?
upside down?
Yes, but then you have to cut off.
Well, you don't have to cut it off. You can just rip the tip. It's real
Well,
easy.
that's what I'm not saying I'm getting scissors. I'm saying I'm taking I'm just ripping
Ben,
it off.
Get the banana scissors. I'm just saying, like,
I gotta remove another bananas.
it's actually easier to peel the banana upside down.
I don't need new things in my life, Mike. I'm in my mid-30s. I need to do things the way I've been doing them.
I have seen people do that. Like,
It's much easier.
Life hack. Check this out. And I'm like, I've never had a problem peeling a banana in my life.
That's a bold-faced lie. Everyone has experienced when you go to do the banana. And,
It is a lie.
And the peel doesn't snap open, and now you have like contorted the banana. You're upset.
I feel like we're already on to Liar Liar segment because you just called me out. I know what you're talking about. Sometimes the
Everyone's
banana,
done it.
You know, if it's too ripe or something.
Yes.
Anyways.
So you start
Anyway,
by
back to the bananas.
So past the bananas. Past the bananas. Here's the thing. I don't like eating the ends of food.
Okay, that's the point of this story.
So I would eat and then take the leftover little bit, whatever it is. Maybe it's the crust. Maybe it's the last bit of a hot dog. Maybe it's, the bananas, and I'm throwing it.
So do you
at you.
do you eat the heel of a loaf of bread?
Oh, get out of here!
What are you, 5 years old? You won't eat the heel.
He moves on to the. I don't even understand how there's a butt of a hot dog. You can eat the hot dog either direction.
Yeah,
it's the same hot dog.
It's a
but
front
I'm not
butt.
even focusing on that. And you probably move on to the next loaf.
Yeah, well,
quickly.
Yeah, I mean, because I skipped the heels.
Who peels your loaves for you?
Whoever invented
This
that
is
sliced
wild.
bread.
Okay.
The food fight is just as wet as, but
of course.
it's worse. So I got to go with the
Oh, there was a
perpetual
question we were
water
answering.
balloon fight.
Al Borland, do you eat the heel of bread?
No, that's garbage.
Yeah, nobody does. You don't. You
guys-
eat the
yes,
heels?
I
No.
do.
I don't
Yes.
eat it on. I'll eat it if I don't have any more bread, but I won't eat it if I have more bread.
But see,
I'd rather have a sandwich with the heel than no sandwich at all.
if I went to the loaf of bread and I'm making myself a peanut butter and jelly,
You'll skip the.
which first of all sounds like a great idea, and I want to do that immediately. And there's two pieces of bread left. One is a heel, one is a normal, beautiful slice of bread.
Right.
I'm throwing that bag in the garbage.
You're not even
There
making
There
a
is
sandwich.
no chance I'm eating that.
Your
awful
wastefulness
sandwich.
is unbelievable.
That's not wasteful. That's
no,
helpful.
by definition, that is wasteful. But I
Wow.
get what you're saying.
Tomato.
All right. Jonathan from the website, would you rather go back in time to meet your ancestors or travel into the future to meet your grandkids?
Oh, neat.
I think I'd rather go back in time to meet my ancestors. I think. Because I think it would be too traumatic to my future grandkids to have this happen to them. Because it's just for my... I don't know.
See,
I don't know.
I would rather go into the future to meet my grandkids for a multitude of reasons, right? One,
Yeah, but what if it's not such a great picture?
well, sure, like
Like,
Yeah,
whatever
if it's your ancestors, it's done. This already happened.
right.
Yeah, this is a Marty McFly situation. If you go into the future and meet your grandkids, Jason, and what if they're little brats?
So here's the reason I want to go into the future to meet my
So
grandchildren.
you can go to the future.
You're 100% right. So my grandchildren will be sitting in front of me, and I will not be looking at them. I'm looking right past them, looking out the windows. They're talking to me. I'm going,
They're like-
yeah. And I'm, when it's my turn to talk, I won't have heard anything they said, and I'm just going to say, what's your favorite
flying car.
toy or piece of tech? I want to see the future tech. Like I'm
Now hold on. Time travel. If you go in the past and you meet your ancestors and you clue them in on a few
Ooh,
few
some stock
little
tips.
little
No, this
tips.
then you're never born.
No,
because
because-
they get rich.
No, you're
They-
born, but you're born into a nice trust fund.
Well, maybe you are. For this question, you go back. You can meet everyone, and then everyone gets Men in Black flashed, and
Okay.
it never happened.
So you're just having a conversation.
yes, and
I think I'd go back.
I think I would go back as well because the thrill of being able to, like, you would be magic to them. The things that you could offer, like a lighter. I mean, if you go back far enough and you just have a lighter on you.
But see, I know I'm not magic, so I'm not impressed with myself here. I'm just like,
Jason.
you guys are dumb.
Jason,
But if I go to the future,
I hate to break something to you.
okay.
When you go to a magic show,
Mm-hmm.
they aren't actually magic.
What? No, I've seen David Copperfield live. This spawn of Satan flew over me in an auditorium where he was flying through hoops. That was real.
Oh, because the
I-
hoops to prove that he's not on
Yes,
strings.
I've never been more freaked out in my life than when I saw David Copperfield.
Did
as
he
a
go?
kid.
Did he go through hoops that were placed both vertically and horizontally?
Yes, they had audience members come up.
Now I'm intrigued.
Yeah, they were all
Now I believe magic is real.
They were all given hoops. They were on the stage, and these like 4 different people who
Did
were
you
picked
know
from
these
the audience.
people?
I didn't know them, but they were picked from the audience. But here's the deal. So they all do the hoops, and they go all directions over him. That's crazy enough. Then he flies out over the audience. This was an outdoor theater.
I like how
there
Mike.
was nothing above him.
I like how Mike said, like, Jason, I hate to break it to you, magic's not real. Then he asked one simple question, like, did they hold the hoops horizontally and vertically?
Yeah, and Mike-
once he said yes, he's like, I'm in.
Magic.
It's solved. Problem fixed.
Clearly, he found out how to fly, which makes him magical. So
Yes.
I'm with
I'm
Jason
officially going to meet my ancestors.
now. I am too.
I will see you guys not in the future.
Jeremiah from Twitter, would you rather become twice as strong, but only when both your fingers are stuck in your ears,
Okay.
or crawl twice as fast as you can run? So you go to all fours?
Oh my goodness.
And so you're in a sprint and you realize someone's catching you. You go to all fours. You're looking like a werewolf wild on the loose.
you're a cheetah at this
Yes.
point.
Now,
Oh, what's that movie? What's the movie with the
Ring?
M. Night movie, the recent one, where the guy's kind of like a physical
Oh,
freak?
Split.
Split.
oh yes,
He runs around on all fours.
That's
and
what
that's
I was going to ask.
creepy.
That's what I was going to ask, because a crawl. Is this a hands
No,
and
this
knee
is-
crawl, or
this
can
is-
I bear crawl?
No, I think this is hands and knees.
Okay.
Oh, this baby crawl.
This is baby crawl, but that means
Real
your
fast.
knees are destroyed.
Well, you got to get knee pads,
Okay.
Yeah, you can overcome that.
Incredible solution, Mike.
gloves, and knee pads.
Magic is real.
and then I'm going to bypass my karate kicks being devastating. Like I could murder people with
Now-
my twice as strong karate kicks.
What about your elbows, though?
Oh,
Like a nice
Bro.
I mean, guys, when your fingers are in your ears, you're already flexing. And if you go double strength, as long as all your flexes end up with your fingers in your ears, you're looking good.
I don't think your muscles actually get larger, but
You're just stronger?
The point of you, if your fingers are in your ears, you're not able to pick things up with your hands.
Right.
So you're only able to. Yes, you're only kicking. I just
Mike
I was
is
an
showing how you
orangutan.
pick stuff up if you're on the YouTube channel. It's not like a normal person. His is much
So,
different.
I am gonna crawl, and then I am
Freaking people out, bro.
I am hustling so many people for a race, saying,
yeah.
"Look, you guys want a race? I'll crawl."
You
Yeah.
run.
Yeah.
You run all crawl. Oh my gosh, you'd be a millionaire because
Because-
who wouldn't take that bet?
And you
Everyone
would beat
would
everybody because even though we're slow running compared to a fast person, we're not half as fast.
Correct.
Right.
So if you double my speed, I'm faster than every sprinter in the world and most horses.
Now, could you make it in the NFL? Hear me out.
Crawling?
You just crawl around.
We got to hold the ball somehow.
Well, no, you crawl 40 yards and stand
oh,
up.
and then you catch the ball.
Yeah.
I got you.
Oh, you burn them, then you stand up?
Yeah.
That's awkward,
That is awkward.
but impressive. So
Jason Moore's got a very unusual technique.
watch his route here.
He's in fact on his hands and knees.
Yes.
There is no practical benefit to the double strength with fingers in your ears. Like other than carrying something incredibly heavy in a backpack, a very specific case for this strength. Like I don't know anywhere.
Oh, I can think of one.
Give it to me.
It's not a good one, though, but I was picturing somebody having to save somebody from, like, a car, like, the car crash, and you need to, like, lift the car, but the guy's running up. He's got to put his hands in his
He's
ears.
also
to
only
push the-
twice
Yeah,
as strong.
I was gonna
That's
say,
true.
If you gave me twice the strength but took away my arms and said, "Get this car off someone," I'd say they're dead.
What if you were strong? You're strong enough to be a superhero. Can you be a good superhero with your fingers in your ears?
Yes, if you're
Yeah,
Superman
certainly.
strength,
Yes.
you could karate kick.
I imagine you are running slightly faster in this situation. If you're twice
Sure.
as strong, you're
Yes.
running pretty fast with your hands in your ears.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm crawling.
Just
you guys
flavor-
ready for a brand new segment?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
All right.
All right. I kind of missed the on Fantasy Footballers, our podcast, there's normally a finishing guitar riff,
That's true.
and I kind of missed it there because this was just,
Oh,
I mean, that's pretty good stuff. All right, liar, liar, pants on fire. Here's how this is going to work. Our fearless producer, Al Borland, has provided 3 statements to us. 2 of them are true. 1 is not. We try to spot the lie. We're working together. None of us know the answer. Here are the 3 statements for round 1.
We're working together?
We are, because none of us know the
Okay.
answer. I mean,
That's
if
great.
we don't agree, then
That's great for you guys because
let me ask this. Borland, do we have to submit one answer as a group?
No.
Okay.
If you disagree, you can give me a different answer.
all right, well then I will take back my statement.
All right, round 1. Here is the first statement. If you fold a piece of paper 42 times, it would be thick enough to reach the moon.
Hogwash. That
Number
is
2, shark teeth are 12 times as strong as human teeth. And question 3, or point 3, the average cloud weighs an estimated 1.1 million pounds. So
All right.
2 of them are true, 1 is not.
Is that okay? That's what I was going to verify. 2 of them are true. 1 of them is not. I have seen certain things where if you do X, Y, and Z, it can reach the moon. I've seen a lot of those type. So this is like the
Right.
type of something that is real. But if you fold a piece of paper 42 times, so each time it's getting twice as thick. 2, 4,
We're talking some.
8. You're talking
We're talking
exponential growth.
exponential.
Oh man, I don't
Here's what I was going to let you guys in.
think
on.
you're going to run out of paper.
I have heard this talked about before, the folding of paper. It still makes no sense, but I've been told that there is a point where if you were able to somehow fold
big
the
enough
paper,
piece of paper.
it would. Well, no, it's,
Well, it would have to be.
I guess
a
it doesn't
very,
make a difference.
No, it definitely makes a difference.
Well, why does it make a
No,
difference?
because you couldn't. If it wasn't a big enough piece of paper, you couldn't keep folding it.
Well, no, but you could at a microscopic level. I mean, it doesn't make a difference because
there's a maximum amount you can fold a
yeah,
piece
you
of paper.
fold a piece of paper
Humans.
in half, whether it's a large piece of paper
I'm gonna look
or
it
a
up.
small one, you have half the amount of
No
surface area.
Googling over there, Mike.
No, I'm seeing the maximum amount like somebody can actually fold a piece
Well,
of paper.
here's the thing.
And whether
And
it
that's,
reaches
you're also,
the moon.
That's cheating a little bit, Mike.
No, because this is just.
I just want to.
hypothetical.
I'm just going to
No,
Google.
but if you find out you can only fold a piece of paper 30 times, you know that one's a lie.
I'm talking
yeah.
about human beings. I know this one is true. That was the
I think
overarching
I think
point
it's
at the
true
beginning
as well.
was true, but I wanted to see a human being, how many times have we been able to do it? And they're saying 7.
Hold on.
I
I'm going to
think
Google
that-
real quick. How
I think that one's true.
strong
I think the
are
shark
shark teeth?
I think the shark teeth are true. Well,
So you think they're
12
all
times as
true.
strong.
See, I
no,
know that the-
that's the lie. I'm going shark tooth is a lie. I'm not going to get burned on another cloud-related question on this show.
I've
First
heard
it's boots, then it's clouds. I think the cloud weighs 1.1 million pounds, and I think that if you fold a piece of paper 42 times,
That's
you would get
wild,
to the
man.
moon,
So-
and that the shark one's a lie because, teeth are teeth, right?
clearly shark teeth being 12 times as strong as human teeth. That one sounds very plausible. The others sound outrageous. So of course it's the plausible one. Come on, Borland, get out of here. I'm taking the shark teeth with you.
All right, Mike.
I mean,
It's clear and obvious. Mike.
the cloud one
Stick it to
makes
'em.
sense, but I think that's too heavy. So I'm going to say that the cloud one is not true.
What a fool.
All right,
Borland,
Borland, tell us the truth.
You're wrong, Mike.
it's the shark teeth.
It is the shark teeth.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Shark's teeth are just as strong, or human teeth are just as strong as shark's teeth.
Wow.
I said teeth are teeth.
That's
I figure it's the same material. Come on now.
very good.
All
Very
right.
good.
But that goes back to the point of if you fold a piece of paper 42 times, somehow you could get
No.
it reaches
Yeah.
the
No, no, no.
moon.
Yep.
See, here's what it should say.
It's just exponential.
Yes.
Growth.
If you were to take a sheet of paper, the width of a sheet of paper, and multiply that times itself 42 times, because you cannot ever.
Correct.
This is still a lie. You cannot fold a piece of paper 42 times and reach the moon.
But if you did,
If you could.
If you could.
the
Yeah,
statement
it's an
says if you did this,
Thank
No,
you.
no,
then
no.
it would reach the moon.
No. This is my point. Even if you could, now I'm not talking about the difficulty. The piece of paper would have to be like 20 times the size of planet Earth.
Sure.
So no,
That's what
this
the
is
word-
a lie.
That's what if means. If you could. All right. Moving on. Jason and I are geniuses. Mike's stupid. Round
Fact.
2.
That one is true.
Oh, my
That
statement
we
about
are
Mike.
geniuses.
Obviously.
Okay.
We don't even need to do any more rounds, I think, or this segment ever again now that Mike is wrong on something. All right, round 2. The 9-banded armadillo almost always gives birth to identical twins. So this is a type of armadillo, almost always gives birth to identical twins. Betty White, here's the second one. Betty White is older than the invention of rubber tires, garages, traffic signals, sunglasses, and sliced bread.
Wait a minute.
Betty White is a national treasure as well.
I know you haven't read the third one yet, but garages are considered an invention?
I think there was a pretty carport life going on for the early days.
Where did you put your car before the garage?
I'm just saying a
In
garage.
the garage that has always existed.
A house was an invention?
A garage was just. I'm just saying, like, a garage is shelter. Like, it's a barn.
Well, no, it's more of a garage.
Get out. All right, what's a
Do
third
you
one?
park your car in the barn?
If I had a barn, I would, and then I would call it a garage.
There you go.
Would you let your livestock live in the garage?
Hey, they're called words, Jason.
All right.
They're meant to describe different objects in society. All right, the last one. Minnesota has more shoreline than California, Florida, and Hawaii combined.
Ooh.
Now, that's a lake joke.
Yes, the land of 10,000 lakes.
And if there's 10,000 lakes, there's a lot of shores. So I buy that one. What I don't buy the Betty White one. I don't think she's that old. I mean, people can only be so old. Rubber tires, garages, traffic signals, sunglasses, and sliced bread.
That's way too.
I mean, maybe, but
I play this game different. I play this game trying to get in the mind of Borland. And if I may,
it's a
Borland,
disturbing place to travel
if
to.
I may disrespect you.
Get nocturnal, trying to be an owl.
Yes,
Owl
I'm trying to
Borland.
be Owl Borland. I don't think you would have come up with this list of things. I think you would have been too lazy to keep going and say rubber tires and garages and traffic signals.
That's
and
exactly
sunglasses
how I
and
feel about
sliced bread.
Nine-Banded Armadillo, though. I don't think he's coming up with a new Armadillo type for me, which means
that one's true.
that's what I think.
Yeah, that's true.
So Betty White's fake. I'm
No.
with you again.
Oh, wait.
I think
gosh,
Betty.
one of these has to be a lie. Shoot, there's a foil to my plan. Minnesota has more shoreline than California, Florida, and Hawaii combined.
That's a lot.
I'm going to go with that one.
Okay.
I'm going with the armadillo. That sounds like a Pokemon.
So we're switching them all. So all of us believe something different. Only one of us is a genius.
I am locking in Betty White is older than those things as true.
Yes,
that
that's
one's locked in for me.
No, that's the one I'm going to call that one the lie.
All right, Borland.
This better not be one of these things where it's like,
They're all lies.
no, but it's like, false. It was the 8-banded armadillo. Like,
Yeah. All right, tell the truth.
Jason's not far from the truth, but Mike got this correct, and it is the 9-banded armadillo, but it almost always gives birth to quadruplets.
Oh. That's
How you like me now?
I don't know if I like
well, we're even now. But Andy and I
wrong.
lost one, 1-1. You've lost 1-1, Mike. So now here we go.
I was under the impression if you get one of these correct, you are in fact a genius.
No.
Well, we're all
That's
three
round
G-
one. Round
yes,
one.
that was only in round one. That's the rules. Yes,
all
I
right.
agree.
This one was a lot easier.
This
You're
will
right.
settle it unless we all agree. Round 3. Okay? This has been very fun and educational. Humans share 60% of their DNA with bananas.
Bananas.
That one's got to be true.
That's the lie.
That's got to be true. The largest turtle ever recorded weighed more than a ton.
I believe that. For
And the toenail of your little toe is called the spungle.
sure. Oh man.
Now he's really spinning us into circles.
The
All right.
spungle?
The largest turtle ever recorded weighing more than a ton. I'm locking that in. As
I'm
true.
locking that one in. Yeah.
That's true. So now do you believe? Are you buying into that? I mean, you do you, Andy, but
I think that's probably true, but ever recorded. That means that this is in the – does that mean that it's in the time that, we've been measuring turtles?
Yes.
This is not like you're finding a fossil of a turtle?
Right.
Correct.
More than a ton.
Did you know?
I don't think
a
so.
ton is only 2,000 pounds.
Yeah, you're right.
Sea turtles.
Is that how much?
Yeah, a ton
A
is
ton
2,000.
is 2,000 pounds.
Okay.
I'm
Another
almost there.
fascinating science fact from one of my children's skeleton bones. The turtle shell, it's actually their ribs.
I don't believe that. No.
That's the lie.
False. That's the lie.
Okay.
All right. So now humans
Your
share
children are liars.
60% of their DNA with
Their
bananas.
ribs?
Yeah.
Oh, this is.
I don't need to know that.
Well, it's too late. You can't unlearn it.
I feel
I
like
hope that's a lie.
I feel like the toenail of your little toe being called a spungle.
So
If that is the lie, if that's the lie that you made up, Jeremy, I'm unfathomably proud of you That is such a good.
We're playing Balderdash
Yes,
right now.
this is Balderdash, 100%.
Not a sponsor.
Great game though, not a sponsor.
Yes.
Yet.
So
you out there,
so-
Balderdash?
So if it's the little toe is called a spungle, that's an inference that are all your toenails called a spungle and he's just highlighting one, or do they have a different name for every toenail?
I am officially locking in humans sharing 60% of their DNA with bananas as the lie. I believe that Al Borland copy-pasted these three, switched the word whatever with bananas that we actually share DNA with. He put bananas in there to be funny. He might have done it on the fly when we were talking about
hold on.
bananas.
Yes, I'm with you.
Yes.
That's a bananas, and I don't have to take it.
Yes.
That's the lie, 60%
I believe that.
locked in, because your toenail has to be a spungle. Of course, makes too much sense. Where are you at, Mike?
Now I'm in a very difficult position.
Because you kind of buy what I'm saying.
Because I thought that right away. What
Yeah.
are the chances of banana actually being in the show? But now you two are locked in on an answer.
Oh,
So I
now
could
this
just
is
go
game
for
theory.
I could either win it all or lose to you buffoons.
Or tie by going with ours.
Yeah, but then who cares? If you go with what we went with, then we're all the same.
Yeah, you really need
Where's
to take
the fun
another
in that?
shot.
I'm going with Spungle. I'm locking it in, baby.
Oh no, Jeremy!
What is it?
Al Borland's face just said you got it right.
Mike is a genius.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
He came back from.
Yes.
I am so proud of you. Now, I'm proud of you unless what Mike said is true. If it's something like the toenail is called the spungle, and
No, it's just completely made up.
dude, I am so
Wow.
proud of you. That is a great lie.
You know, as I can say, take this segment, shove it in your bananas. All right, we're moving on. We're moving on.
I'm not.
You're not. No, because you're
'Cause
the.
I'm a winner.
You went from the biggest loser to the biggest winner, and you did it really quick. It's time to draft.
The Spitballers Draft.
That's one of my favorite segments.
Oh, competition.
I
Gets my
enjoyed it
blood
very much.
moving.
It really does. All right. I guess I have the first pick today, and I guess we are picking the most iconic voices in Hollywood.
Yes.
Borland, would you explain to us your view of an iconic voice? I mean, I would just love to have that. It doesn't
I
have
would
to be
say,
you, but
recognizable and memorable.
okay.
Like they're doing a commercial, you can hear their voice, and you know, okay, I know who that is right away.
Iconic. All right,
That's a
everybody knows
shame.
it, and it's tough because I think there are two big names
Yep.
in my mind that I want to select, but I'm going to go with
We can just get to the third pick if you want.
Yeah, you the top two.
because
are
you're
so
just going to take
obvious.
the other one.
Yep.
And I'm trying to think what is going to win me a vote. I mean,
Both of these names are on the same playing field.
Yeah, this
speaking of playing fields, you settled it for me, Mike. Because I'll go the Field of Dreams route. James Earl Jones will be my pick. Darth Vader, Mufasa,
Simba.
Field of
You
Dreams.
psyched me out, man. I thought you were pivoting to Kevin Costner.
No, sir. No, James Earl Jones is in Field
It's
of Dreams.
Hey, just throwing this out there for later. It's a great pick if you want Kevin Costner, Andy.
Yeah, I'll take it. James Earl Jones.
Cool. So I'm up second.
Yeah,
Awesome. Morgan Freeman.
there you go.
Well,
I mean that
this
I was
is
so close
good.
to going Morgan Freeman, but I went likability factor. I like James Earl Jones a little bit more.
We were sitting in the studio when we were told that this is what the draft was. I was like, that sucks. There's two clear picks.
There's
And I'm
still
at-
there's still fantastic
There's
ones.
plenty of okay ones. There's plenty of really great voices who are nowhere near.
Well, you're not
As
really
I-
helping yourself here.
Look, I already lost by getting the third pick. I am.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
let me tell you something.
That's why you'll lose.
When you guys agreed that there were two clear-cut winners,
right.
I still had hope. When Andy says there's only two, I'm like, man, just let one of these two fall to me. And when you chimed in and said, let's just get to the third pick, I was like, maybe he'll mess this up. Maybe he's thinking of someone else, but you didn't. Those two are great. So,
You're being a real spungle right now.
which, as we learned, is nothing. All right. I'm going to go with two very
you get
classic.
two.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
all right.
get two. They're not going to be on the same playing field, but they're both great. First, I'm taking Anthony Hopkins.
That's a great one.
Anthony Hopkins can do creepy. He can do children's movies. You know, he's
Yeah.
he's the narrator for The Grinch.
Yep.
Anthony Hopkins is great. And then, you know, I think to have an iconic voice, like you go with the classic, like the when you think about James Earl Jones and you think about Morgan Freeman, you think about that classic
deep
baritone voice. But I think there's another way to try to win here, and that's with voices that are mimicked, voices that are famous
don't
for
take my
their
pick.
voice. So I'm going Minnie Penny with Sean Connery.
Oh,
no.
excellent.
Who did you have? Shoot. Wait, I take it back.
It's too late.
So you went Sean Connery.
Sean Connery is on my list, but he's not the guy that I wanted to go with because I'm with you. I think someone whose voice is often imitated.
Oh no!
It's literally
I missed it. And I know. Hold on. I got to write it down.
Everyone can write it down because
stinks.
If there is any red-blooded American, the one voice.
Hold it.
The one voice that we all think we can do, except we can't. It's Christopher Walken.
Which means
not who
I
wrote
literally
down.
just landed my favorite 2 picks of this draft.
Oh my goodness! I'm not revealing this because
Mike
maybe
went
this
with
is yours.
Christopher Walken,
Yes.
which I get, I understand. But my 2 picks are home runs, and I can't even believe they're here for me at the turn, which is Sam Elliott.
That was the one. When you said red-blooded, I was thinking
beef brisket.
Beef Wellington.
Sam Elliott's voice is iconic. It's in so many commercials.
Yes.
It's the best voice
Your
ever.
problem with Sam Elliott is I don't think he has the same name recognition with people a little bit younger than us that Christopher Walken has.
I don't agree. And then Liam Neeson is my 3rd pick.
Sure, that's a good one.
Liam Neeson, iconic, everlasting.
Great.
Basically.
Because now I get my 3rd pick.
Go for it.
I'll take Jack Nicholson.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I like Jack Nicholson.
My number 1 guy.
I would tend to agree that, he's not doing a lot lately.
No, he's not.
All right.
He doesn't need to.
He just kind of stepped aside. He just watches Lakers games. But definitely an iconic voice. So as Jason gets ready to make his pick, Borland, give us a lay of the land. What are the teams looking like?
Andy has James Earl Jones, Sam Elliott, Liam Neeson. Mike has Morgan Freeman, Christopher Walken, and Jack Nicholson. Jason has Anthony Hopkins and Sean Connery.
Okay.
All right. So
I've got my 4th pick lined up, Jason. I hope you don't.
Look, I've got one of them.
Spungle
I hope
me.
you don't underthink this.
I've got one of them. I'm putting Denzel in there. Great voice.
He's on my list.
Denzel is locked in.
Okay.
My man.
I'm fine with my 3 picks. I don't
My
have
man.
my man. I don't have a tier 1 like you guys have. This is the place where the 4th pick is where I need to come up from the bottom and make a great pick.
I'm torn
Here's
now.
the problem. There isn't one. There's a lot of tier 4 voices here. And I don't know the right way to go. Do I go with great or do I go with like memorable? Like there's a voice that I want to go with here that when I say the name, you can immediately say, like when Andy said Liam Neeson, I can't, like I know he's got a great memorable voice, the Taken speech, but I can't think of it immediately. But if I say this name, I know you can, but it's not a good voice. You know what I mean? It's annoying.
There's 2 people that come to mind. So I'm very interested which one you're actually thinking of.
So now let me just to help finish this out. What is the title of this draft? The most iconic voices
in Hollywood.
In Hollywood.
In Hollywood.
See, that's what hurts your Sam Elliott, right?
What?
Well, because Sam Elliott's not really Hollywood.
What are you talking about?
Yes,
Sam Elliott is a famous Hollywood actor.
Sure,
that's his definition.
No, but that's what I was trying to
the commercials
hint
versus
at
movies.
is like,
no, he's in tons and tons of Western movies. He was literally just in the Bradley Cooper movie that just came out.
Yeah, Star is Born.
A Star is Born. I mean, he's
great, but
famous Hollywood actor. Don't attack mine. Just make your Gilbert Gottfried pick. Make the pick.
No, I'm not going that annoying. I could never do that.
You're starting to sound like the most annoying voice in Hollywood.
Good. All right. Oh, man, there's 3 here I'm deciding between. I wish I could just share them, but I'm not the last pick. I'm going to go with Al Pacino.
Okay.
Which
Okay.
I feel like that is. I don't know why I'm trying to get the votes since
I'm
I
surprised.
can't win without the tier 1.
I mean, you didn't go with the
You didn't go
I
with
didn't
the
go with the
annoying.
annoying
You didn't
one.
go with the annoying
Yeah.
voice.
No, that
It's
one
a
is
huge letdown. Set us up not to say it.
Hey, nobody's picked. If you want to let me change, I'll change.
No. Mike, your turn.
All right.
I do want to hear it, though. If we don't bring it up, I want to hear it.
So I had locked in my fourth, and then I realized that there was another name on this list and I said, crap, I can't lock in the fourth. So I've been struggling the whole time. Jason was trying to stall for time. I was hoping he would go longer.
Well,
Because-
look, I can keep going if you put me back on the clock. Happy to do that for you, Mike.
Because one of one of these people, I could say literally one word and you'll know who I'm talking about, which I think that's pretty iconic. If you can say one word in a certain fashion, you know who it is. The other one, it's very similar, Jason, where there's not like a particular catchphrase, but you know this person's voice.
Mm-hmm.
Like big time actor, big time in commercials as well. All right, I'm gonna go. Shoot. Okay, I'll go with the person who has the one word phrase, which is "whoa."
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna take. He's pretty hot right now too. So I
He's
think.
hot, but this is not an iconic voice. He's known not for.
So you're
his
going
voice.
Keanu Reeves.
But you what? He's not known for his voice, but his voice is iconic.
Sure. Yes, I think both of those things can be true. I'm happy with your pick because it's not good.
I have James Earl Jones, Sam Elliott, Liam Neeson. I thought of one in the 11th hour that I like more than all of my other options, so I am going with Patrick Stewart.
Okay.
Oh,
Patrick
Okay.
Stewart,
Kind of to going
Jean-Luc
with against the Anthony Hopkins.
Picard. I had Alan Rickman on my short list. I had Gene Hackman on my short
Sure.
list.
The two that I was deciding between. So I was between Al Pacino for the non-annoying Al Pacino and Samuel L. Jackson.
Sam Jackson was the guy.
Sam Jackson was perfect because he does commercial work, voiceover work.
It was between Sam
Pulp
Jackson and Keanu
Fiction.
Reeves.
But
for me.
now when you think of Samuel Jackson, you have to get a
Say
Capital
one
One.
more
You have to get a
time.
Capital One card, and I don't want to have to do that.
Yeah, that's true. But the annoying one that has such an iconic
Was it Fran
voice.
Drescher?
No.
Oh.
No, that is that's too annoying. Again, just like Gilbert
Steve
Gottfried.
Buscemi,
No, it
Nathan
was
Lane.
Chris Rock.
Ah,
Like Chris
I
Rock.
don't think that's very annoying.
No.
I'm not. That's why I said I'm not going annoying to the levels of Gilbert Gottfried and Fran
Right.
Dresser. I'm just saying like that's not. These voices are voices that are iconic because we love their voices. Chris Rock's is iconic because it's its own. It's its own thing, man. He's got his own style.
Yes.
It's not that you just go, man, I love Chris Rock's voice.
And obviously, very subjective. I mean, there are names that we all know are going to be in that category, but some people you like, some people you don't like. I mean, obviously, you would have won the whole vote if you went Chris Rock. I mean, that would have
Right.
just been
It's clearly
the
'cause
winner that you didn't pick.
The name that came to mind when I was before the show, and I wasn't thinking about it in Hollywood iconic. Once we really got clarity here from the Owl, I honed in on these names. But Robert Baratheon, the character from Game
The
of Thrones,
character Robert
Well,
Baratheon.
the actor who plays that. No, I'm
And
just
who
saying,
is that?
I don't know. Nobody knows. That's why I didn't go with that.
Solid not pick.
But I'm just saying.
I can't believe Arnold fell to the waivers.
Yeah. That's,
Oh
that's,
my
that's a good one.
You know, I wrote Whoopi Goldberg down.
and you didn't
She's
write
got
Arnold?
very.
She's got that
very
iconic voice. I wrote her name down.
Oprah.
Oprah, sure.
See, when
James Stewart. You know?
when you go,
James Stewart.
Yeah. Jimmy Stewart, James Stewart.
I can
I know,
honestly
I
say
know who it is.
It's
I
a
can-
Wonderful Life.
I can honestly say
It's a classic. Clint Eastwood's another one that's
I
good.
don't believe I've watched front to back one single Jimmy Stewart
Well, you should
movie
see
in
Rear
my life.
Window. You should do yourself a favor and grow up.
his voice was really iconic in like the 40s.
Yeah. I don't do black and white, my friends.
Literally, part of the definition of iconic would be that it is lasted a period of time as being an icon of industry.
Oh,
Yeah, but
absolutely. But still
lasted.
remembered.
Right? Yes. Yes.
That's also part of
That's
iconic.
part of it. You see, I did,
Whatever, man. Whatever. All right, what'd you? Well, I guess I got a button for this now.
What did we learn today?
We all learned the same thing.
well, we definitely all learned about the bananas here.
Yes. I learned that the bottom of a banana actually has a name now.
Looking at the the logo that we have here in our set.
Oh, no.
I'm wondering
He's wearing
if
one.
he's wearing inside of that banana peel.
Our poor monkey friend, he's wearing a bananas.
I learned that Mike is a genius.
And
on today's show.
I learned that the garage is considered an invention. not just like, oh, this is a little innovative. We're parking our car in here. No, oh my gosh, I've invented the garage.
We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Oh, see you later.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.